Get kicked out.
Oxidation. This is the best spot. ACD.
Yeah, it looks like it worked. I got the notification.
Oxidation. This is the best spot. ACD.
Welcome. We just had some technical difficulties. No big deal. Shit got handled. Welcome, everybody. As you can see, you can feel the vibe already. Here to handle some business.
What you West bringing it back. A special shout out to Daniel Saturday, my brother, Red Dragon. This is be the best and the rest. The time has come to wake up, wake up. Everyone, wake up. It's time to wake up.
Welcome, everybody. It's time to wake the fuck up, just like AZD said, man. Dude, what a weekend. I know I'm live on YouTube, so I'm gonna keep it PG for all these children out there. They will not get it, even if I try to explain it. Look, I'll give an example right now. Somebody asks me, what are you thinking? Everything. Nothing. You know what I mean? Well, what's another question that they say? How you feeling, Jose? If I could pick any letter of the alphabet, it would not describe the feeling I'm feeling right now. But could you feel it? You know what I mean? How do you explain things like that? You just can't. However, I'm sure you can feel it, YouTube land. Oh, I don't feel shit. Well, motherfucker, you're dead. You're asleep. I'm talking to the people that are woke, that have woken up. You know what I mean? I'm not talking to the person that's dead asleep, that's fucking snoring. Wah, wah. If anybody knows Looney Tunes, that's where I got that one from. So I'm speaking to the people that are awake. So if you felt that out there in YouTube land, if you felt that in any way, shape, or form, then there's a part of you that's awake. I'm speaking to that part. That part inside little thing from Pyro and Base 5 out there. He's the one that pretty much made it happen. So I'm gonna try and give examples and explain the feelings I have gotten from this last camp, which was called, damn, what was it called? It feels like lifetimes ago. Yeah, let's not say the name. You know what I mean? Let's just, anyways. Welcome everybody to prolific expression. These are my expressions. I'm just going to show a couple of the pictures here. These are some of the things we do as a tribe. Here's a picture here of all my brothers there. We all had the same experiences. Here's another one. We rolled deep into an expo of where there was fighting, there was wrestling, there was a whole bunch of stuff. And let me see. So yeah, man, like I said, it's so hard to explain the experience that I've had these past couple of days. Each day feels like a lifetime. Each day is like a new life, a new me, shedding new skin, shedding new perspectives and all that. So how do you change? That's a question for the ages. I don't know the answer. How do you change? I could tell you how I've changed. Is being plugged into IMC Nation. That's how I changed. I was not able to express myself this way I am now. Now I'm able to express myself. And I'm still toning it down, because if I start really expressing myself, people will probably, you know what I mean? So anyways, so let me see here. Where do I go with this? Another thing, stoicism. That's one of the things that we work on. We have a process. It's called the process, which consists of waking up in the morning, having a routine, having a schedule, having a workout, and having a tribe. And like I said, everybody out there is pretty much alone, or they acting like robots. That's another thing, man. Even this past weekend, we learned about movements, about moving your hands, moving. Everybody moves robotic. Like if you do a certain movement, you could see if robotic and all that. Like, there we go. There's a movement there, and there's a movement there. You know what I mean? And shit, I'm all over the place. However, we got my brother Jaime here. Hopefully he'll chime in here. No, I'm sure he'll chime in. How was the weekend for you, my brother? Just remember, like I said, we're on YouTube land, so you could keep it PG. If you could chime in on how your experience was, because that's just my experience. Like I said, we could say, how you doing? How do you answer that? How you what are you thinking about? Everything, nothing, you know, things like that. So how was your
Yeah, so for me, my experience, man, every time I go to San Jose, it's a new experience, and it's a new evolution. It's like you're going there to shed a new layer off of you that was holding you back, or you were having different type of experiences. So for me, man, going to San Jose and specifically going to the what was it, the martial arts event, walking in there as a tribe with AZD, obviously we knew that he had, basically, he was known in the martial arts industry. He is known in the martial arts industry, right? But I just didn't know how big he was known. When we walked in, as we were walking into this is in Santa Clara Convention Center in Santa Clara Bay Area. When we got there, we got our tickets, and then once we got there, we were a group of like 22 men, as a tribe, showed up as a tribe, and I could see people looking at us. And I remember having this moment where I got my ticket already, my VIP pass, and I go and I shake AZD's hand, and we greet each other, and it was like a brotherhood, type of thing. And I could see people looking at us, and I'm like, whoa, okay, there's gonna be eyes on us. So my first thing, obviously, it's the mind, thinking, I better be alert, because I don't want to, maybe there might be some people that may not like may want to start some trouble. That was my first thing. When you see a group of alpha men, you're gonna get tested. But obviously that didn't happen. It's actually the opposite. We actually got treated pretty well. As soon as we walk in, obviously AZD takes some pictures of some, different martial arts like Muay Thai, capoeira, and jiu-jitsu. And I remember this moment where, there's this booth. I don't know if it was the AKA. This is the booth. I see two ladies, that are talking to him. I don't know if that's the ones that you were referring to. And I see them waving at us. They're basically, they look at us. They're in front of us, and we're a line of guys just walking behind each other. I could see them going like this and just waving at everybody. And I'm like, oh, okay. I greet them. I'm like, okay. I'm like, damn. Like right off the bat when we walk in, there's already a recognition. People are recognizing AZD. So that was mind blowing for me. I'm like, oh wow, okay, this is legit. And I'm just like, having this experience because I've never been into like a martial arts convention center where there's different tournaments and there was wrestling, there was weightlifting, there was different types of martial arts, and I was looking at the Muay Thai because I'm doing Muay Thai right now, so that's what called my attention. But it's the biggest takeaway for me is when we go. Obviously, we're there to watch a match for our brother that is also knows AZD, is AZD's friend. So anybody who's AZD's friend is part of the tribe's friend, right? So we go there to support, show support. And I don't know if you want to touch on this. I don't want to take too much highlight. I know you have that stuff, so I'll keep that for you if you want to talk about it. But yeah, that for me, just having that experience, and it felt like we were a group of fighters. And at that moment, I forgot that I was doing martial arts. For some reason, I'm like, man, I feel like I'm a martial artist, or I do some sort of martial arts. But at the same time, I totally forgot that I was doing Muay Thai. So I don't know, it was this feeling of like, man, we look like a group of fighters, which we are, right? Because that's part of the process, is to have either martial arts or a yoga activity, to create that beast. Now we're working on the beast, but I forgot at that moment. I'm like, I know this feeling feels dope, but I didn't realize that I was doing Muay Thai. So after that, that just inspired me to go even harder at Muay Thai. And I'm excited to go today because I'm going to hit the gym and I'm going to do Muay Thai. So like I was having this thought of like, no, I'm just going to get rest because I'm sore from doing workouts. But no, this experience created that inspiration in me to go even harder and create a different change. You're talking about changing, right? A lot of people, when they think about change, they think about the physique change. This is the reason why I joined IMC Nation, because I saw a change in physique and in character, right? So yeah, that is the first thing to change. If I was always overweight, 300 pounds, almost 300 pounds. And that was the first thing that I wanted to change, was my avatar, the way I looked. And you said it like, how long does it take? It takes, or what does it take to change? Man, it takes dedication, it takes time, it takes commitment. And it's going to take patience too, because it's not going to happen overnight. I'll tell you that. But yeah, that's it for me, brother. I appreciate you giving me the spotlight here to, speak and, talk a little bit about the experience and also about myself. So people in YouTube land can, resonate a little more about this, but I'll hand it back to you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. And I just want to give a little context in what he's saying. I'm going to show you a video, which is 2021 of how this man used to look. Look at what a nice guy that is. Look at those eyes. You know what I mean? Doesn't he look like a huggable character? Exactly. Now he's a tough motherfucker because he's on this process, and that's what you call change. You know what I mean? Right there, he looks like a lost man, and now his eyes are predator eyes, and that's what we do here. Like real men still exist. We just did also a music video with San Quinn, with the song called "Real Men Still Exist," and that's one of them right there. We got Lobo and we got TK also. These are real men. I myself consider myself a real man that hangs around with real men. So yeah, man, like you were saying, that's being in the martial arts expo was so cool, because we look man, how could I put this? We had something that some fighters don't have. And it's hard to explain, and it's not explainable here, at least. You don't have the foundation, YouTube land, to understand. Like if I go to my dog and tell my dog, hey, doggy dog world, you know what I mean? I'm gonna paint this room red, and then I'm gonna color over here, and then I'm gonna pick up this mat right here, and he's gonna be like, what the fuck did you just say? It's hard to grasp that. So you really need the foundation for you to understand what I'm trying to say, that these fighters did not have that, I guess, it factor that IMC Nation fighters and brothers have. It's different. It comes from a place that's strong, that's successful, that's survival, and that's a place of, yeah, man, just that. So as I was saying, man, this weekend was so critical for my evolution, and I'm sure everyone else's evolution, and we all grew from that. So, man, dude, like I said, we did a video with Sam Quinn. If you don't know who Sam Quinn is, he's a rapper from the Bay Area. Check him out. He's been around for a very long time, man. And let me see anything else here. Does anybody have any questions, man? Lobo, TK, Jamie, Don Aroma. Let me see. I'm trying to find that video. Anyways, I'm still trying to process this, man. We just drove from San Jose. It was I don't know, like a 6-hour drive, and I'm still trying to process, still downloading the information. So my mind is like, whoa, boom, boom. So is there anything you want to add, Mr. Don Aroma? You know what I mean? Could you could you speak about the yeah, that was your first experience. How was your experience being around when a music video is being made? How was that experience?
Yeah, so this was my second time being in a music video. I know we did one before, which was Remy Ozama's No Trust video with AZD. And I remember that was my first time being in an actual set with Master Pyro. You know, and this was the second time. I wasn't necessarily in the video, but I got to experience the behind the scenes moments and getting to meet San Quinn. You know, that was a very unique experience because, you know, normally when you're meeting someone that is well known and is famous, you know, it almost seems like he's the high value. But when he entered the Airbnb and, you know, you see a group of, you know, alpha men, right, that know how to communicate. When I say alpha, I mean people that, you know, in IMC Nation, we're talking about individuals that are strong individuals that are you know, they're willing to protect, but at the same time we have that intelligence to communicate in our social dynamics. And you know, normally you would, you know, a normal guy would you know, fanboy out, but you know, in this case,
exactly, yeah, they will be like fanboy. They'll be like, especially those you know, reggaeton concerts where these girls go, oh my god, they start throwing their panties, they start throwing their freaking their bras and everything. Nah. San Quinn showed up. Everyone respected him, like all of IMC Nation respect each other. We dabbed hands, we slapped hands, said what's up, and that was it. We didn't stay there. We didn't like glorify him. He didn't glorify us. We were just all respect. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right. Go on that.
Yeah, I mean, when he walked in and almost, you know, he walked into the room and he was, you know, he was the one that had to go up to everybody and shake their hand, basically, because he was entering our Airbnb or, you know, the photo shoot, versus us being, you know, surrounding him and waiting for him to come in. That would have created a different effect. And obviously that was, you know, that was basically how AZD instructed, you know, the setting to be, the environment to be around when we have a celebrity like that. And I like that because, look, I mean, I could admire an individual that knows how to rap and has put in his work, but I'm also not going to put him on a pedestal. You know, like you say, like reggaeton, or even like soccer players, you know, yes, I can admire their skill and I could apply whatever they're doing into whatever craft I'm doing. But I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm bowing to them, where I think I'm less than them. Man, there's no difference between a celebrity and myself, right? The only difference is his timeline is a different timeline than mine, and he's been putting more work into whatever that craft is, whatever that is, soccer, basketball player, football player, artist, rapper, whatever. That's the only difference. And the way how society today is put, we're set to glorify, or people are being brainwashed to glorify it, to put people on the pedestal and and what about us, right? That's why so many people, at least this is what I believe, is so many people, they're unhappy or they're unsatisfied with their life because they're not creating their own stories. They're not creating their own experiences. And this is what this movement is about. It's about every man to create their own experience, their own creation within IMC. And yeah, man, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Also, yeah, NZD was just saying, just do what we do. He didn't, as I say, hey, just guys, you guys do what you do. Don't just change anything. Just have fun, and that was it. Yeah, I remember when he said that. So, yeah, man, that was what an experience, man. What can I say? So, I'm gonna end it here, guys. The time is 2:28. So, thank you, YouTube land, for showing up. Thank you, Mr. Don Aroma and Mr. Lobo. Until next time, and remember, the only person that could change you is you. IMC Nation. Os.